So after we've actually saved Millennium City in the crisis that we started with in the tutorial, one of the things that we want to be able to do, you go all over the world. You immediately then leave to help with the crises in Canada or in the Southwest Desert. But you eventually come back to Millennium City, which has had some time to rebuild since you've been gone. And of course you'll be going through different levels, gaining statistics, gaining powers. And what we want to do is to give you a place that was really iconic to come back and actually do something with those powers that other games don't let you do. So we came with this idea for the powerhouse. So I'm going to go ahead and enter into the powerhouse. So there we go. And the idea with the powerhouse is it's a place you can go to actually test your powers out before you use them. Usually, you have to go do tons of research on the web and figure out what the powers you should get. But here at the powerhouse, you can actually go in, choose what you're going to take, and then try it out. If you don't like it, you can come back and say, nah, I think let me try this other one instead. So the really nice thing is you get to build up all these different things. For example, if I want to go in here and get some travel powers, one of them we talked about before was Earth Flight. So I'm going to go ahead and grab that one. Get all the information on them. So now I can buy that. I'll say, yep, give me that. And now it actually looks to see what kind of, what I'm standing on. So when I use it, you'll see that it actually makes it's built out of like concrete, right? Kind of representing that it came out of the floor there. If I was standing on ice, it would be an ice block I'd be on. If I was over grass, it'd be grass. Or desert, it'd be like kind of a sandy clump. And if I've fallen off of a building and I activate it, it actually is a cloud that I'm on. Another thing that you're going to be putting points into are specific characteristics. And so these are the super stats that you get to add. There's also talents. Talents are basically like smaller packages of statistics, right? So I can go in here and say, oh, my guy's a bodybuilder. So that's going to give me some endurance and some strength. Okay, cool. So I've done some bodybuilding. I can say, oh yeah, my guy was a boxer at one point, so I'm going to get some more strength and health. I'm kind of taking things that are helping my area.
They've sent in their most powerful warriors, including the dreaded Lemurian sorcerer, Viker in the Blind.
So this is the kind of the really, I think, one of the best parts about the powerhouse is I can go in here, we have all these test dummies, and now I can go in and try out all of my new powers that I have. So there's my big haymaker, knock that guy back, I can go select another guy, and then there's a big charge up punch, bam, knock that guy back. So I can see what Enrage does for me. There we go. I can look at the numbers. Yep, I'm doing a lot more damage that way. I can also then, for example, see this guy and say, all right, let's try out this. I can try Hurl. Okay, cool, that's what that does. And the world's populated with big items like this. So the thing that's really cool about that, let's see, a massive weight. So yeah, my strength is enough to pick up something that's massive. And I could also check the damage on that. Nice. And all the items in the game have different weights associated with them. So the thing that's really neat about that is that you kind of find, if you're a strength-based character, another advantage you get is finding basically weapons out in the world that you just get to use, including things like picking up tanks, and I think there's even an F-16 hidden somewhere. One of the things that we introduced through the entirety of the game is this concept of collectible action figures you can get. You can get them by doing PvP stuff, by doing the Nemesis missions. There are rewards that you can buy in those stores. There are drops off of certain rare bosses. There are really rare drops off of the big world bosses in the game. And basically the whole idea is that you get these devices that let you then summon up your own cool little pet that follows you around. And depending on what kind of pets they are, none of them start with combat advantage. But later they'll get things like emotes and they can talk, and then after launch we'll probably come even with some that do little things in combat. And there's something, I think, like about 120 of these in the game that you can unlock and get. And I can, like, give a talking to my little guy here. Obviously he's been very bad. My hair's a little upset about that, but I just like the fact that you can really go and earn all these just by playing the game and eventually just amass a huge collection.
I got this. Champion en route.
So that's kind of a inside look at where things are with Champions Online. We're starting our open beta on August 17th, and we are everywhere in the US and Europe on September 1. So pretty exciting times for us, and we're really excited and hope that we get a lot of people to come out and save the world with us.